everyone. So I am super excited. I received the Quite Curvy Stampin' Up stamp set. I bought the bundle with the Quite Curvy stamp set, which is super adorable. And I actually got the dies that go with it because I absolutely loved these dies here, like the edgelets, as I call them, the little edge dies. And oh my gosh, you guys, like I could not wait to get like inky with the stamp set. And of course I had like a million thoughts running through my head, and of course I don't have time to do everything that I want to do. I spent like a couple hours like actually doing my hair, which was like much needed. I cut my ends a little bit because I needed to, and I also got to define my hair so it's actually down instead of in a ponytail. And you can see my lighting over here is really good because you can see my definition. So I had to take care of my hair. Sorry about this side note, but I was looking a little rough because I had such a crazy week last week. Anyhow, I saw this set and I was just like, oh my gosh, I was sold on literally all but like maybe 2 things in this stamp set. Insane. I rarely love like 98% of a stamp set, but I just love everything about this, from the little birds to the leaves, especially the leaves because it reminds me of like hostas, which I absolutely love. Okay, enough yammering. So what I did was I stamped that out, and this is the first thing I was able to color. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty good. I'm going to show you again when I flip my camera over. But I took out some of my Copics and I took out my color chart, and I was just like, okay, I'm about to, you know, get busy. I unfortunately have some major Copic maintenance to do, as I've just, as of recently, like about 4 months ago, got really serious with like my collection, what I use, what I love, you know, what I want to purchase. And last year I did like a major like de-stash, and this year it was just like narrowing down my tools and supplies. But now I have to like go through and clean almost everything. I have to replace some of my nibs for my Copics. Like, I have so much work to do, but that's going to be another video. Let me flip the camera over and show you guys how I am about to put together a card. Okay, and this isn't going to be like one of those super long real-time videos where I literally go step by step, just because I'm also listening to some music and doing, you know, some side stuff, just because I want to enjoy like the last 2 hours that I have before I have to go to bed and start my crazy week. All right, let's flip this camera. All right, so like I said, I have this amazing set. Now that you can see it a little better, I fell in love with just so many cute things about this set. But the main thing that I love, just so this video isn't super long, is the fact that not only do you get 3 different birds, but they have 3 different poses, and they're small. So when I make a card, you know, I do standard A2 size, and I absolutely love when you're able to fit more than one image on a card. I don't like overly large stamp sets, just like, you know, how you have like one humongous flower and it takes up the whole card. It's just really hard to like mix and match, especially since I own other stamps that are also small in nature that allow me to scene build or just, you know, do multiple different things on one card base. So this was just absolutely perfect. And again, like I said in my haul video, these sentiments are year-round sentiments. This stamp set is amazing. So I'm going to show you one way that I'm going to play with this. So I went ahead and colored this with my Copics. How pretty, right? You can see I did like test coloring here, but this was what I first, well, I don't know, I think I came up with this thirdly, but I decided to go with this and, you know, have the leaves darker in the center, and then as they go out, just transition to a lighter color, just because, you know, the edges of the leaves are the first to get old. But again, I'm not like some crazy awesome Copic color. And I purchased the dies again due to the awesome curvy edges. Perfect. I do have a scan and cut that I can use to cut this out, but since I have this here, I'm going to use this. And oh my gosh, I purchased new magnetic plates. I know the last one was like so beat up. It was ridiculous. Okay, so we're just gonna get this lined up nice and nice. I haven't done this in a minute. Usually I just throw everything on my skin and cut in. Call it a day. No. Oh, I got it on the first try. That's a rarity. Now, what I'm always nervous about is like when I go to run this through, like, oh my gosh, is this going to shift? Is my image going to get ruined? And I know some people still use a piece of low-tack tape. I have this purple tape here to just help the magnet stay where it should be, the die. But my magnetic plate is so new. This literally will be the first time I'll be using it. So I don't think it's necessary. I'm just going to do it anyways. But it's like you spend so much time coloring. You don't want not even a small sliver to of that color to be cut off. Because it's like I spent like 7 minutes on this. Come on. You know, and when you're first coloring something, like when you're trying out colors, you know, you spend longer because you're like, okay, how am I going to stroke? How am I going to brush this out? Blah, 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 blah. And I can't wait to do, there's 2 other colors I have in mind with this. So I have like an hour and a half to craft. Hopefully I can get all that done and put these cards together, you know, rather quickly. Let me run this through my Gemini. Okay. And here we go, moment of truth. And this low-tack tape, I can actually save this piece and use it for another time because we save around these parts. Oh my gosh, you guys, look how cute. And all of my hard work is intact. Lovely. I love it. It's so adorable. Let's see. I don't think I'm going to do it on black, but to just have that there, like, it's as pretty as I thought in my head. Like I had thoughts in my head, like, oh, this is going to look fantastic. Oh my gosh. So, all right, I'm going to color up some more. And then once I have all the pieces, I'll figure out how I'm going to make a card. Yeah, I'll be back. All right. So I am making some progress. So I actually have 3 of these awesome images colored up. I'm actually going to do another one and do the birds also. I'm going to stamp those twice just so I can do them in another color. I just figure I might as well get all of my coloring out of the way right this moment. And with 4 of these done, I plan on making 3 different cards. Again, we will see how this goes because we all know how time-consuming new things are. But I'm having so much fun and I'm on a roll. So I'm like, you know what? Let me just go ahead and knock all of this out. So this is what I have so far. Like, isn't that the cutest? It's just so adorable. Like, I love it so much. Jeez. All right. So stamp this again, do the birds, and have some more fun at Copic coloring. So a little press. How cute. How cute, right? I'm actually going to go ahead and give that another ink. Ink that up once more. And then I should be good. Little press. Perfect. Cutest images ever. So adorable. Okay. And I actually have another sheet of cardstock. You know, is that the same month? Just about. Should be able to just put this down and give that a little ink up. I'm just barely gonna make it with my oh, so close and good. Let's see here. I don't know why. The colors I really like right now are green and red. I mean, yeah, you guys are probably like, well, those are Christmas colors, Kelly. But I also was looking at my unused, what Stampin' Up color is that? Cinnamon cider that I purchased. And I'm like, you know what? I should give that a go because I have not played with that since I purchased it. Now this looks great. If I notice that a stamp actually comes out perfect the first time, I'm not going to re-ink it because I don't want to oversaturate it. I did miss the tail on this little dude a little bit, so I'm just gonna give his tail a little dab, just like that. And the other birds look fine also, so I'm just gonna give that a little press, and that's it. So now I have 2 sets of images. I'm just gonna give these a whirl with color, and it's gonna be awesome. All right, so I ended up taking out my Stampin' Up embossing folder, the brick one. I think it's brick and mortar. It's super cute. I decided to emboss a piece of white cardstock. Just, I love, love, love that cardstock. And I decided to use some rich razzleberry. I believe that's what this is called, unless it has a different name, but I'm pretty sure, or blackberry bliss. I'm sorry, I do have some old Stampin' Up colors, but you know, blackberry bliss and rich razzleberry are current. So forgive me, I'll have in the description what color cardstock this is, but it's a very luscious color. It looks nice against the white. And I did not do this. I started coloring first, thinking of what to pair it with was an afterthought. But how perfect is this color with these birds? So beautiful. Love it. So I'm going to layer those and have this layered on top. And that's going to complete my matting. Super cute. And I decided to incorporate this sentiment made with love just for you from the Quite Curvy stamp set, which means I've used all current product on this card so far. Again, as you guys know, that is not something I care about. I just decided to use this sentiment just to challenge myself, basically to use what I had within that one stamp set. Again, it's not really, I don't like being confined. It drives me nuts. It's like I work at work, I deal with, you know, so many rules and things I need to abide by. When I craft, I literally just want to have some fun and do whatever I want and use whatever I want. So when it's like, oh, you can't use this, it's like, what? I can't do what? So this is how this card is going to look. I'm so excited. It is freaking adorable. I'm just going to take this third birdie and place it here. Now, for the finishing touches for this card, I need some embellishments. So I'm going to take out my embelly bin. And I also need some ribbon or twine. And I'm probably going to do some heat embossing because, as you guys know, I pretty much have like standard things I do on all my cards. Now, my embelly bin, I did get some new items. Some sequins by Honeybee Stamps. So now we've just stepped out of Stampin' Up zone. It happens. I have some from Pretty Posh Pink and I have some from the dollar store. You know, I have to use what I have. So let me figure out what sequence I'm going to use on this card. Ooh, this might work. But see, this is too springy green. I don't like the overly shimmery, shiny things. They turn me off. So probably not going to use those, but I'm going to figure out what I'm going to use and then put this card together. So excited. Okay, I am going to glue this really quickly before I head off to work. This week has been so weird. Like, I haven't crafted in so long. I've literally had to pick between sleeping or crafting, which has put me in a little bit of a mood and a fog. I'd like to do this on the black surface because I can actually see my entire card. And make sure everything lines up. Over just a smidge. Okay, looks good. Just gonna put this here and here. Now I don't know if I'm going to pop this up. And I need to redo this. So I'm going to do that right now. You know what? I already know what I'm going to do for that. For the embellishment. Do I have time for this? Oh, jeepers. I have a little time. It sucks when you're like, oh, I want to make something really fast, but then you end up spending your morning doing your makeup. It's like, do I want to look homeless going to work, or do I want to look decent? You know what? This doesn't matter. And because I was team decent this morning, drats. Like, come on, Latoya, pay attention. Because I was team decent. Spent 20 minutes doing my makeup instead of crafting, which is okay because for 10 hours being gone from the house, I'd rather look like something, especially with how I feel. So that's being creative, right? Doing your makeup. I think that should count. Okay, give it a little inspection. I'll empty the rest of that out later. Like, I don't have time. I literally have like 2 minutes. So pretty. I always like unplug all of my gadgets because you never know. All right, let me check my time. Okay, so as you guys can see, I am done. So excited. This is my finished product. Here's the card. Isn't it lovely? So cute. I just need to put this little birdie on the inside for an embellishment. So I decided to, in addition to showing the end card, just do that really quickly. I just colored that up with a little bit of Copics. And again, I'm just going to use the little die that comes with this adorable set. And hopefully my next card, I will use one of these borders here. Why did I do that? I'm so silly. So silly. There we go. When you use your scan and cut so much, you forget how to put on dies. So I am so happy that I finished this card. You guys have no idea. That's probably the quickest I've ever used a new stamp set. Let me zoom in a little bit. There we go. So I did originally stamp out this sentiment in just black memento when I was trying to figure out placement, but then I decided to use my embossing powder and emboss it. And look at the dimension in this card. It's just so nice. So I have my little bird here. How perfect. And he is just going to go inside of this card like so. Really simple. Use a little glue. Now, you definitely don't have to be an amateur card maker to get this set and make beautiful cards. It's not that hard to color. If I can learn to do it, you can too. How cute is that little guy? I'm such a sucker for animals. And you can make this card too really quickly. So I definitely think I'm going to make a few more of these just because they're so cute, and the coloring is a little time consuming, just a little bit, but I love this end result. And I already have another card I'm working on. I just need to figure out the layout for it, and hopefully I will have that posted soon also, and that is also using the same stamp set. So hopefully you guys liked my videos that I threw all together because I was working on this over a span of a few days. I hope you guys enjoy this set. If you do have it, if you have any questions, let me know. Or if you aren't a Stampin' Up! Demo and have questions or want to purchase it, let me know. Again, I'm a hobby demo, but I can totally help you guys out. And happy stamping. Hope you guys do something crafty that makes your heart happy. Talk to you guys later. Bye.